Good morning student. Welcome to GYANJYOTI online classes. Class 10 English from the book First Light chapter number 3, and it has two parts. It's exercise and we will discuss. First one part is same his first flight. His first flight, written by Leon O'Flaherty. Leon O'Flaherty. And second number part is Black Elephant. And that is written by Frederick Forsyth. Frederick Forsyth. So the two parts in this chapter, we are going to discuss two exercise today. And student, so in this first flight, his first flight, let's discuss its exercise. And you can open page number 36 and we shall discuss its exercise. First one question: why was the young seagull afraid to fly? Do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight, or some birds more timid than others? Do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first step? Good question. कि यहाँ पर लिखा गया है कि क्या सीगुल पहली बार जब उड़ान भरने के लिए डरा, और क्या हर चिड़िया से डरते हैं? क्या इंसानों के साथ भी ऐसा होता है? Yes, question. Clear understand? So now let's discuss its answer. The young seagull was afraid to fly because it was his first flight. First point. And he feared of falling and hurting himself. पहला डर था, ठीक है? He thought that his wings would not support him while flying. Second point, wing will not support, that's why nervous. Yes, it is natural that doing something for the first time is a bit challenging and fearful. Yes, all birds must be afraid to make their first flight. That is natural. Similarly, a human baby is also afraid of taking the first step. Yes, means human being also fear and find it challenging when he learns to crawl or stand up without support. This is the answer of first question. That as the bird fears, in the same way human being also gets fear. That is simple to understand answer. So I hope you will understand this question. So let's proceed to our question number 2. Question number 2: the sight of food maddened him. Maddened means more curious, to take more interest, or lalach. मैडन मीन्स लुभावना बनाया, बहुत खाने के लिए बहुत ही तरसा। लेट्स सी व्हाट डज दिस सजेस्ट, व्हाट कंपेयर द यंग seagull to finally fly. Okay, so answer, I am going to answer. The young seagull was very hungry. It was this hunger that ultimately compelled it to fly. First, hunger. Its hunger intensified when it saw its mother tearing at a piece of fish that lay at her feet. It cried to her, begging her to get some food. Okay, naturally, कि खाना के लिए वो तरसा. Yes, when its mother came towards it, with food in her beak, it screamed with joy and anticipation. Small bird, Joseph. Yeah, and this bird was here, and when mother came, screamed with joy as food came. Okay. Then see, however, he stopped midway. Mother was very clever. See, it wondered why she did not come nearer, nor being able to resist or confront its hunger any longer. It died at the food in its mother's beak. At that moment, his hunger overpowered his fear of the great expanse of sea beneath the cliff. Yes? इस बुक के लिए उस चिड़िया ने खुद दिया और इधर ही लगा नीचे इतना अंदाजा लगा है. You can imagine, okay? Finally, this plunge was followed by the natural reaction of its body to fly. So I hope you have understood the question and answer. आखिर में उसका भूख ही जैसे वो भूख ही वो दौड़ा मम्मी अपना बच्चा उसको जैसे पहली बार पढ़ रहा है तो बच्चा कूदा और मम्मी हट गई और बच्चा नीचे गिरा और उड़ना सीखा. This is the answer. Okay. Question number 3. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. Why did the seagull's father and mother threaten him and cajole him to fly? Okay, they were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. सब चिल्ला के बोल रहे हैं कुछ करो क्योंकि उड़ नहीं पा रहा है. Why did the seagull's father and mother threaten him and cajole him to fly? Yes, force him to fly. Why did they? Yes, let's find the answer. Seagull's parents had tried everything, but he was reluctant to fly due to fear of falling down. एक डर था कि मैं गिर के मर जाऊंगा और इसीलिए वो हिम्मत नहीं करता उड़ने के लिए. He looked at his brothers and sister, but wouldn't make any efforts. वो अपना भाई बहन को अपने कोशिश नहीं किया. So okay, that's why the whole family had left him alone and threatened and cajoled him to come, but every effort went in vain. हर तरह से हर प्रयास किए लेकिन उनका प्रयास विफल रहा. Yes, they tried as a family. They tried their level best to teach her how to fly, लेकिन उनका कोशिश नाकामयाब था. Let's number 3 question. Let's come to question number 4. Have you ever had a similar experience where your parents encourage you to do something that you were too scared to try? Discuss this in pairs or groups. Yes, that is your opinion. So let's discuss by giving one of the opinion. Then you may have your own answer also. So let's discuss how to answer. Yes, I had a similar experience while learning to ride a bicycle in class 6. In my initial attempts, I fell down every time and developed a fear of cycling, which was difficult to overcome. या मैं भी अपने बचपन में साइकिल सीखने में बहुत गिरता था और फिर भी मैं प्रयास किया. No amount of provoking and cajoling could let me try it again, but my father encouraged me to overcome the fear and helped me as he was adamant of my learning cycling. He took me on a mound near village and made me sit and asked me to put my hands on the handle and feet on the pedal. It sped down and I enjoyed it without fear, which developed my confidence. Thus, I overcome my fear of cycling and started riding a cycle after a few practice. Students, in this question, you have any experience, you can bring your own example also to write to according to the question's answer. No need that what book says or what I say. Some question you have to give your own opinion and some own experience. So some question arises like that. Okay? Let's come to the question number 5. In the case of a bird flying, it seems a natural act. Yeah, प्राकृतिक कार्यकलाप है. In the examples you have given in answer to the previous questions, was your successful guaranteed, or while it is important for you to try regardless of the possibility of failure? Yes. Once again I have to answer I have to read the question. In the case of a bird flying, it seems a natural act and a foregone conclusion that it should succeed. In the examples you have given in answer to the previous question, was it succeed guaranteed or was it important for you to try regardless of the possibility of failure? क्या तुम्हारा प्रयास जो गारंटी था या फेलुअर था? What type of? Let's answer it. We face some problems in the initial stage while learning new skill. जब कोई भी हम नया काम शुरू करते हैं तो बहुत सारे अड़चन जा सकता है. या we face some initial problem in the initial stage while learning new skill. Due to the fear of failure, we hesitate to perform a task or to do something new. In case of the seagull, his parents cajoled him to fly. In the example I have given in the answer of previous question, I was cajoled by my father to learn cycling, so at that stage I was to learn cycling as it was very important for me to overcome my fear. Yes, you have to overcome fear. First point, पहला डर होगा. डर ही आपकी सब चीज का नुकसान है. Whether my cycling or learning or whatever things. Remove fear. Okay. Yes, my success was guaranteed because if someone is determined to do something, then success is assured or secured or sure. Moreover, as said, practice makes a man perfect. So, practice makes a man perfect. Finally, I can say in this answering this 5-number question that try, never try. Do career to fly, first flight or whatever you do. So let's come to this second part. Here, second part is black aeroplane. That lesson you can open the page number 40, and here for page number 40, and we shall discuss about these exercises. And student, let's start. I am reading the question. I want to open page number 40 and see thinking about the text. Question number 1. I will take this the risk. What was the risk? Why does the narrator take it? You know this is a black aeroplane. The pilot lost in the sky. There no radar, no connection with their airport or nothing else. So here this pilot had to take a risk. I'll take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? Yes, let's start the answer. A huge storm was brewing up and the author was keen to reach his home to spend his holiday with his family. First point, तूफान आया. अपने परिवार के साथ उसको अच्छे आनंद के साथ खाना था. पहला रुकावट. So he decided to fly through the storm. Yes. आंधी में उसको उड़ना था, as he did not want to miss the chance to meet his family at breakfast. उसको ब्रेकफास्ट सुबह मॉर्निंग पेरेंट्स फैमिली के साथ खाने के लिए रिस्क लिया. I will take a risk. Yeah, in this lesson we can say life is a risk. Okay. Then second point, thus he took the risk even when the visibility was almost zero in the storm. Means could not see anything in the sky, and still he took a risk and fly to come to its own destination. So students, you are studying, you take a risk and study. Question number 2. Describe the narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane in the storm. Describe the narrator's experience. जैसे कि तूफान में एरोप्लेन को चला रहा था तो उसका अनुभव क्या है बताइए. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन है. सो लेट्स डिस्कस द आंसर. एज द पायलट means the author, pilot is author, and author's name is written Frederick Orsi. It's okay. Enter the storm, तूफान में होते जा रहे हैं. His plane started jumping and twisting, और हिलना शुरू हो गया था आंधी में. He could not see anything outside the plane. प्लेन के बाहर में कुछ देख नहीं पा रहा था. As it was black, पूरा चारों तरफ अंधेरा घुट गया था, वो बेसहारा था. When he looked at compass and other instruments, they had stopped to function due to storm. उसके एरोप्लेन में जो भी कंपास था, इलेक्ट्रिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट था, वो भी नाकामयाब था, not working at all. Yeah, that is one of the problem. Let's see. It was a terrible and fearsome experience for him. Terrible and fearsome experience. Terrible, you know, terrible means भयानक. And fearsome experience for him. Yes, fearsome मतलब भी बहुत ही डरावनी पूरा अनुभव था उसके. And see, the fuel tank was almost empty. उसका ईंधन भी और नहीं था. And he could not fly more than 10 minutes. 10 मिनट के बाद और आगे जाने से कौन से मौत था. Risky journey. 10 minutes after, he cannot fly anymore. Now he saw another black aeroplane. आसमान और काला एरोप्लेन को देखा. Yes. By his side and pilot of the plane signaled him to follow. उस ब्लैक एरोप्लेन के पायलट उसको दिखा बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे पीछे पीछे आइए. It was a surprise for the narrator as the other black plane was having no light. उसमें कोई रोशनी नहीं है, फिर भी वो एरोप्लेन जा रहा है. उसी एरोप्लेन the pilot is following him. Yes, he followed him without any choice and landed safely on the runway. Anyway, he safely came to airport. So in this way, his life was saved from this danger. Understood question number 2. Now let's come to question number 3. Why does the narrator say, I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota? Yes, question once again. Why does the narrator say, narrator क्यों बोलते हैं I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota? और मैं बहुत दुखी नहीं था कि ओल्ड डकोटा से मैं बाहर जाने के लिए. Let's see what the answer. So, why does the narrator say I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota? Answer. He was delighted to land safely out of dark or stormy clouds. Therefore, he was not sorry to walk away for his plane. He felt bad when he was not able to thank his guide, his mentor, who saved him from frightening situations. क्योंकि वो जो एरोप्लेन जो उड़ाते हुए जा रहा है, उसको जो रास्ता दिखाता था, the guide, he was sorry that I did not find him. Searching for that person. Yes. Then, but he was so happy after landing that he did not feel sorry for not being able to thank the guide pilot. Okay. So once again I can say he was delighted to land safely out of dark stormy clouds. Therefore, he was not sorry to walk away for his plane. He felt bad when he was not able to thank his guide, his mentor who saved him from frightening situations, but he was so happy after landing that he did not feel sorry for not being able to thank the guide pilot. Question number 4. What made the woman in the control center look at the narrator strangely? यार वो कंट्रोल सेंटर की लेडीज narrator को आश्चर्य हो गई कैसे देखी? The woman in the control room was surprised when the narrator asked about the other airplane and its pilot. She said that there was no airplane seen on the radar, only your airplane was, and we tell that we saw the another airplane. There is a mystery. So it is something surprise and puzzle. Question number 5. Who do you think had the right to be safely? Discuss this among yourself and give reasons for your answer. Yes, student, can you guess who may be? Now let's see. Probably it was the narrator's own self that helped him through the storm. उसी आंधी में अपना ही कंसाइज में और एक ट्रेन बना के ही उतर आया. Probably. Yes. There was no other plane in the storm, as the woman at the control center could see only his plane on the radar. Also, no other plane was flying that night. In his fear, he might have been hallucinating. He was a good pilot, and it might have been his own self that came to his help. This is the till now surprise. How he came out from this danger? Probably in the poet's imagination, or what is the mystery? That is mystery only to explain that. So students, now the chapter is finished. Now we have to discuss something, the grammar portion here, thinking about language here. So here given some words, study the sentence given below, and you have to answer. And here, first one question, they look like black mountains. And here, A number question, and here you have to understand this answer means so page number 40 and the red color written. Now try to guess the meaning of the word black in the sentences given below. Check the meaning in the dictionary and find out whether they have guessed right. Question number 1. Go and have a bath. Your hands and face are absolutely black. Yes, what is the black in here? The meaning of black in this sentence is that the face and hands are black, dark with dust and heat. That's why go and clean it. Okay. Question number 2. The taxi driver gave Ratan a black look as he crossed the road when the traffic light was green. What is the meaning of black look? Here black refers to the angry look. पूरा काला होकर देखना मतलब गुस्सा होकर देखना. इससे यहाँ पर काला का मतलब अलग सेंस में आ रहा है. Question number 3. The bombardment of Hiroshima is one of the blackest crime against humanity. Blackest crime. Here blackest refers to the darkest and cruelest crime against humanity. सबसे निर्दयी जो हिरोशिमा नागासाकी में जो बम हुआ blackest crime. मतलब सबसे घिनौना काम था। डार्क एंड ग्लूमी सॉरी डार्केस्ट एंड क्रूएलेस्ट क्राइम अगेंस्ट ह्यूमैनिटी, कि पूरा निरीह लोग, लाखों लोग मरे हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, वेरी फ्यू पीपल एंजॉय Harold Pinter's black comedy. Here black comedy means what? Here black refers to dark and gloomy comedy. Yes, dark and gloomy. Gloomy मतलब दुखी चेहरा, दुखी हंसी मजाक. Let's see. Number 5. Sometimes shopkeepers store essential goods to create false scarcity and then sell them in black market. बहुत सी बार सामान को क्या करते हैं, जब सस्ता रहता है तब अपने स्टोर में जमा करते हैं, महंगा होकर सामान को निकालते हैं. दैट टाइप ऑफ कॉल्ड इज ब्लैक मार्केटिंग. लेट्स सी. सो नंबर 5 आंसर इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ब्लैक इन दिस सेंटेंस इज दैट द शॉपकीपर सेल द डिस्क्राइब्ड गुड्स एट ए हायर प्राइस. दैट ब्लैक मार्केटिंग मीन्स बढ़ा के रेट बेचना. सस्ता के टाइम में अपने थोक में रखेंगे और जब महंगा होगा तब निकालेंगे, जब लोगों के पास कमी होगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्लैक मार्केट मीन्स अपना मुनाफा 2 गुना 10 गुना मुनाफा के लिए. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, विलेजर्स हैड बीटन द क्रिमिनल ब्लैक एंड ब्लू. विलेजर्स जो लोग क्रिमिनल को पूरा काला और नीला करके पिटाई की. व्हाट इज द हियर ब्लैक मीन्स? हियर black means that the criminal suffered excessive beating at the hands of the villagers. Yes, black means that the criminal suffered excessive beating at the hands of the villagers. मतलब अच्छे से पिटाई हुआ और गांव के लोग अच्छे से पिटाई की. ब्लैक एंड ब्लू मतलब काला नीला करके रख दिए. Yes, that is the meaning. तो black in different sentence we can use in different way. So this is about question number page number 40 and that's a question. Now let's discuss about the 41 number page. And you can see 41 number page. Look at the sentences taken from the lessons you have just read. I was flying my Dakota aeroplane. The young seagull had been afraid to fly with them. In the first sentence, the author was controlling an aircraft in the air. Another example is children are flying kites. In the second sentence, the seagull was afraid to move through the air using its wings. Yes, we have to match here. How to match? Let's discuss here. Match the phrases given under column A with their meanings given under column B. So students, we can match here phrase A and phrase B. So how to match? Question number 1, fly a flag. Fly a flag means display a flag on a long pole. Just in the Independence Day, fly a flag. Yes. Yes, fly a flag is Janda Uttalam Karna. Okay. That's one of point means. Second of point, fly into rain. Fly into rain. आगे जो rain को गुस्सा. That means become suddenly very angry. Fly into मतलब बहुत ही भड़क जाना. Fly into rain मतलब तुरंत ही भड़क जाना. That's meaning, the word meaning is. Yes, become suddenly very angry. Number 3, fly along. Fly along means move quickly suddenly. बहुत जल्दी भागना, बहुत जल्दी से हड़बड़ी में जाना. That is move quickly. Fly along. Yes, as the rain is raining, fly along immediately. You can say means fly along means quickly. Question number 4, fly high. Yes, sometimes teachers say be successful, and I can say fly high in colors. That means be successful. Fly high मतलब ऊंची उड़ान उड़ो, मतलब जीवन में सफलता लाओ. या जो ऊपर उड़ते हैं मतलब ऊपर को जाना मतलब सक्सेस होना, ऊपर को जाना, बहुत ही सफलता को हासिल करना. That is the word fly high means be successful. Every teacher will think about the student fly high. I hope you should fly high. And the last point, fly the coop. Fly the coop means escape from a place. कोई जगह से खिसकना या हट जाना या भाग जाना, मतलब उस खतरे से निकल जाना है. Fly a coop means अपने खतरे से बच जाना. So students, we have discussed the chapter. First number his first flight exercises, and second number part black aeroplanes, two chapters of exercises, and also language part I have discussed, and whatever I have orally discussed and in the textbook and my commentary and the notebooks, and it needs more practice. Question answers should be set up in your brain, needs more study, and whatever the question arises, you have to study on and on. Still, if you face any doubt in any portion, any chapter, anywhere else, you are free to ask the teacher. We are ready to help you. Anytime you call us, then we will dedicate ourselves to help you in the time of your problem. So come with your problem anytime, and whatever the task is given, exercises, you have to do in the notebooks. Practice it, repeat it, and study more and more to improve your standard. We hope so that if you follow this path, then you will be successful in your life. So at the conclusion of this lesson, I say, be disciplined in this time of critical time, the virus time. This is the way we are helping you. So you have to take benefit of this, and may God bless you, and see you once again in coming period. So take care of your health as well as your study and everything. So have a good day, and we will see you in your next class. So till that time, have a good day and goodbye.